Hello, everyone. I'm John Lomperis, your friendly neighborhood director of the United Methodist Action Program for the Institute on Religion and Democracy. I hope you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy in this historic season of the COVID-19 epidemic. So much of our business as usual has been disrupted, including in the church. In our United Methodist Church, we are no longer having general conference this year. We're no longer electing American bishops this year, as previously planned. All of that has been pushed off until 2021. So some of you have been wondering what all of this is going to mean for our denomination, for the renewal movement, and for some of the controversies that have been going on in United Methodism. And even if some big meetings have been delayed for now, the fundamental challenges and realities in the United Methodist Church remain. Whether we like it or not, it's now a widely recognized fact that our denomination has essentially become divided into two main factions that have very fundamentally different and in some ways directly contrary visions for what the church should be like. But across our internal divides, it should be named that there is a very fundamental area and foundation of common ground, and that is that all of us in the United Methodist Church, whether we consider our theology progressive or orthodox or moderate or whatever labels are out there, we all basically want the same thing. All of us want to see the church that we are a part of fully embrace what we believe to be the really core values of our faith. And all of us do not want to see other people who are currently in the United Methodist Church to block or outvote us from making that a reality in whatever church we ourselves are a part of. So forcibly keeping us all locked together in the same cage is really just ensuring that nobody is really getting what they want. Rest assured, we at United Methodist Action are hard at work, full-time. Personally, I have already been telecommuting, working from home for years, and so I've just kept doing that in this season of lockdowns and quarantines. My capable co-workers at the Institute on Religion and Democracy, IRD, are also hard at work, mainly from their respective homes today. For the UM Action Program, we had a good steering committee meeting virtually last week. We remain as committed as ever to the values we have always had of faithfulness to Scripture and our Wesleyan heritage, accountability for our church leadership, a reformed public witness of the church, and restoring the church's focus on making disciples of Jesus Christ. We are continuing to work hard to bring as much of our denomination as possible into a new day of faithfulness and disciple-making effectiveness. We like-minded United Methodists need to continue sticking together in the days ahead. Local church ministry is now looking very different nowadays. Last week, I participated in my first ever, for me, Zoom Bible study that my United Methodist pastor has started. I need to say that it is okay if you as a pastor, as a lay leader, as a Sunday school teacher, or if your congregation, if you find yourselves struggling now and not sure what to do. The fact is, all of us are struggling to adapt as we've never quite been here before, and these are uncharted waters for all of us. I'm going to paste below a link of something I wrote up earlier to some what I hope are inspiring examples of what some faithful pastors and congregations in my own annual conference of the United Methodist Church are doing in terms of how they are adapting their ministries and reaching out to lovingly serve their communities in this time. Maybe you will find something there that can serve as a good example or a good idea for you to try out in your own ministry context. To my fellow lay people, we need to always remember that our pastors are humans just like us. And your pastor is probably feeling pretty overwhelmed right now. And many of our pastors may be feeling discouraged. I'm going to also put a link below to something I wrote up of a list of a few very key and very important ways that we lay people really need to step up to support and encourage and help and stand with our pastors and our congregations in this coronavirus season. To all the friends of the Ministry of United Methodist Action, thank you for continuing to stand with us through all the twists and turns of which these last several months and years have brought us. And thank you for continuing to stand with us into the future. Let's remember the Church of Jesus Christ has survived a great many plagues and disasters and disruptions. We can trust our good, all-powerful God to continue to remain faithful to us through this coronavirus, which will have an end. Let's make the most of every opportunity that God gives us to actively love Him and love our neighbors and all the new circumstances that we'll be presenting ourselves. Thank you for listening. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned. God bless you.